This is Enginuity. In this episode, a record back jump, Formula One back on track, and Paul Di Resta back into DTM. First,
so, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 2015 ATS Coupe. The ATS Coupe is a confident, personal sports coupe. It's built on the great underpinnings of the ATS sedan. So the first thing you'll see when you look at this car is its dramatic proportion. It has 18-inch wheels as standard. And there's an intensive use of aluminium and precise engineering in the ATS, and the new CTS is unmistakably Cadillac.
The ATS Coupe is based off of the ATS sedan, which was the 2013 North American Car of the Year. And there are a lot of things that make that vehicle great, including fun-to-drive performance and technology and styling. Well, this vehicle delivers on all of that as well.
The ATS Coupe is the most agile performance coupe in its class. I think that speaks well to the brand itself and where we're taking Cadillac. So it's very much about dramatic proportion, wonderful performance, light, agile handling.
The ATS Coupe is just a fantastic car. It's my favorite in the Cadillac lineup. It's light, it's lean, it performs very well. The 2-liter turbo is really fast. The 6-cylinder 3.6 is a magnificent engine. So this is a great car for Cadillac, and I think it'll bring new youthful buyers into the Cadillac brand.
Kia have revealed their all-new Soul EV, which will become the brand's first globally sold electric vehicle when production starts in the second half of this year. The Soul EV is a front-wheel drive electric vehicle with a high-capacity 27-kilowatt lithium-ion polymer battery pack with a class-leading battery energy density. Power comes from an 81.4 kilowatt electric motor, producing a generous 285 newton-meters of torque. The vehicle will appeal to city commuters thanks to a driving range of around 200 kilometers on a single charge. To maximize the efficiency and potential range of the Soul EV, the vehicle features a number of energy-saving technologies that reduce load on the battery and increase maximum driving range. These include new advanced heating, ventilation, and air conditioning technologies, including a world-first driver-only individual ventilation system, 4-mode regenerative braking, and a battery heating system. The Soul EV will also be one of the most practical EVs on the market when it goes on sale in Europe later in 2014, as a result of minimal intrusion by the batteries into the cabin and cargo space. As with every other Kia model, the Soul EV will guarantee owners with the peace of mind provided by Kia's unique 7-year, 150,000-kilometer warranty. Only one minicar tested achieves an acceptable rating in the U.S. Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's small overlap front crash test, making these tiny vehicles the worst performing group of any evaluated so far.
The Institute is releasing the first small overlap front crash results for a group of 11 minicars. We implemented the more challenging small overlap test in 2012. And minicars are the worst performing group of any we've tested. 10 of the 11 models are in marginal or poor ratings. Only one minicar, the Chevrolet Spark, earns an acceptable rating in the small overlap test. Because it also earns good ratings in the Institute's 4 other crashworthiness evaluations, it earns the 2014 Top Safety Pick Award. The starting point for protecting people in any type of crash is to keep the occupant space intact. If the structure holds up well, the space around the occupants is maintained, and that allows the seatbelts and the airbags to do their job and prevent injuries. A small overlap crash can be devastating because often the main structural elements of the vehicle are bypassed. If the vehicle's not designed for this, that can lead to massive collapse of the occupant compartment and a big reduction in survival space. The performance of the Fiat 500 shows how this type of crash can seriously compromise a vehicle's structure. During the crash test, the driver's door ripped off at its hinges and opened. Doors should never open in any type of crash because of the risk of ejection. One of the worst performing vehicles in this group is the Honda Fit. The structure pretty much collapsed around the driver. The steering column moved back and away from the driver, and the driver's head slid off the airbag and struck the instrument panel directly. Intrusion in the footwell would likely lead to injuries to the leg and hip of the driver. Small, lightweight vehicles have an inherent safety disadvantage in a crash. Moving up to a larger hybrid model can provide good fuel economy and offer a significant safety boost.
TV host and professional skateboarder Rob Dyrdek and the Chevrolet Sonic have launched themselves into Guinness World Records glory together, backwards.
The previous record was 60 feet that someone jumped the car backwards that they didn't ride away. So this is going to set the world record for jumping a car backwards and riding away. So it'll be much further than that, hopefully in the 80 to 90 foot zone. And just another feather in the cap of something really fun to do.
The gravity-defying automotive stunt took place before spectators at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. With an official Guinness Book of Records representative on hand and all preparations complete, Dyrdek made his jump attempt.
You know, I think all the guys at the stunt guys and had to really, you know, figure out how to get the car to stay level and the ratio on getting it to go backwards at the right amount of speed. So there was a lot to figure out to make this work.
The end result, a total of 89 feet and 3 1/4 inches. That is 27.21 meters to the rest of us.
There's so much adrenaline, like when it's time to okay, he's going. And of course, everything slows down because then they have to clear everything, put all the cameras and everything, and then it's just like, man, all right, here we go. You have no choice. You're strapped in, and just let it rip.
Dyrdek successfully landed the Sonic on the catch ramp and was able to drive away from the stunt to meet the Guinness requirements, thereby qualifying both the car and the driver as Guinness World Records record holders.
That's the scariest thing I've wanted to do in my life. We did it, we gave it all we had. Okay, my natural instincts are flipping around, man. All I focused on was land and hold it. Wouldn't let me hold it. Like, I didn't even concentrate on the jump. I was like, just concentrate on the landing. Stay back. And I was like, landing, hold. And it just started moving without me.
Chevrolet Sonic is performing exactly like it was supposed to. Hits the takeoff ramp in apex on the jump. We knew it. Didn't know how far till he landed, and Stuart from Guinness Book of World Records jumps up on the ramp and says 89 3 1/4 inches, and we were so happy.
Go ahead. You are officially amazing. Congratulations. I appreciate it so much.
Heritage car aficionados can get into gear for a calendar of exciting automobile experiences as the result of a strategic partnership between the Peninsula Shanghai and the Shanghai Auto Museum, the first dedicated auto museum in China. An odd team-up, you might think. Well, the Peninsula Shanghai Luxury Hotel is known for its interest in automotive flair, a customized car fleet, including 4 bespoke extended wheelbase Rolls-Royce Phantom, 6 BMW Peninsula Edition cars, and an immaculately restored 1934 Rolls-Royce Phantom II, all finished in signature Peninsula racing green. The Shanghai Auto Museum is located in the Auto Expo Park at Shanghai International Automobile City in Anting, which is 50 minutes car ride away from Shanghai. Featuring a history museum, a modern technology exhibition hall, a vintage auto collection museum, and a car brand culture exhibition hall, the Shanghai Auto Museum counts a stunning collection of more than 80 antique vehicles from China and overseas, which together span a history of more than 100 years. The highlight of the collaboration between the Peninsula Shanghai and the Shanghai Auto Museum will be a vintage car display at the Peninsula Arcade, with heritage cars loaned to the hotel on a rotation basis. This 1946 Jaguar XF120 was the first to feature at the gala celebrations held for the signing ceremony before invited guests and media.
A new era.
A technical revolution.
Lights out at Melbourne.
Or lights up at Singapore.
Crossing the line first at Monaco.
Once again. Winning our home race at Hockenheim.
Winning our home race at Silverstone.
F1 is going hybrid.
Turbos are back.
Racing's hard.
Beating the bulls.
Making the weight.
Mastering strategy.
Discovering Russia.
Getting back into it. Let's do it.
2014, here we go.
In the winter months, I went away with some family.
I've had a very nice winter. Different places, but mainly home. Just first of all, just relaxing. Yeah, just spending time with friends and really getting into a rhythm, of just being home every day and very easy.
First week, just relaxing and eating what I wanted to eat, and then straight into training. And just training over Christmas and New Year's,
and then slowly but surely picked up again with the whole training and season preparation. The winter is not that long in the end actually, and testing already starts. Now middle of January, simulator testing, everything. So actually, it's just a couple of weeks.
Some of us at least have to lose weight, and I put on muscle at the end of last year. It's been the most challenging winter, I would say. Not being able to have eat the stuff I really want to eat.
It's going to be very tough for any team to get to the weight limit. So every extra kilo that you have as a driver is just going to make you slower. So it's important to try and be in a good level on that, with the weight. This year it's just massively more complex than any previous year because everything is new. The whole technology, the whole engine system. Unbelievable, really. I just had to redesign my steering wheel very recently, and organizing all the buttons where they go, the whole display, the whole steering wheel is custom made. Every button is where I like it.
I'm excited to see the car come together, to see the design, see how the tires behave, hear how the engine sounds. how much less downforce we have. Do other cars look way different? How big the difference is in the driving style? I think it's probably the most exciting season out of all the years I've probably been racing. Every year the season gets longer and longer, and the winter gets shorter and shorter. The winter test is going to be a challenge every year, but again, as I said, much more this year with all the systems, the new systems we have, the turbo, getting used to the 8-gear ratios that we have. Again, another new set of tyres, a new braking system, less downforce.
So much effort has gone into this car for the whole team, and to take it out, and I'm the guy who's allowed to take it out, you know, and I'm out there then on my own on the track just with this car, getting a feel for it. The new technology is great that we have because it's really contemporary, you know. Everything is going towards more fuel-efficient cars. For the racing, it will be also very interesting because the electrical power we can vary it, you know, when we're in trouble or when we want to overtake someone, we can use more of it, knowing that once I get past her, I'm going to have less of it, so it's going to be tough to keep him behind then. So there's going to be a lot of strategy with that, and it's great for racing. I chose number 6 as my race number because my dad wrote me an email saying, "Oh, that was a really lucky number for me, you need to take that. I was world champion with that," he said. Then I spoke to my fiancée and she said, "Oh, 6 is my lucky number, take that."
Yeah, 44 is quite simple really. I mean, when we started racing go-karts, it had 44 on the number plate. So that's where you got 44 from. And it then just became our number, and we won the British Championship, our first British Championship with it, our first races we won with it. And so it's been the family number since then.
I also won a championship in Formula BMW with number 6 back in 2002. So just went for that, and hopefully it's going to be a really easy season thanks to that.
Fingers crossed it will bring us luck as it did back then.
So Lewis, what do you think of the rule changes for 2014?
What rule changes? What was he talking about?
What rule changes are you talking about?
Well, I mean, there's loads. There's the smaller engine, the 1.6 litre engine.
Just Mercedes? Or does everybody have to do that?
My engine's 1.6.
What? My first car had more than that.
How about, you know, the new system, the ERS?
The who?
For the last race or something, I mean, that would be rubbish too, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna go.
After leaving the Sahara Force India's Formula One racing team, Paul Di Resta announced earlier this year he would be returning to his DTM roots with Mercedes-Benz.
It's very nice to be back. Obviously, after the F1 opportunity started to go, I think coming back to Mercedes-Benz and racing DTM is something very close to my heart, and great experiences. Since the championship has moved on, I've always been enthusiastic and always kept in touch with it, and I think when the opportunity arose, the combination of Mercedes and myself, I think we can put a good package together, hopefully, to bring the championship back to Mercedes-Benz. I think since I left as the champion, and when I signed the contract, I hope to come back as a champion. You know, so DTM is something I know, and I think something that hopefully won't take too long to get back up to speed and be in a position to hopefully be at least on the podium at the first race and winning races and be a title contender.
Di Resta drove DTM between 2007 and 2010, finishing on the podium 3 years running, capping it off with a championship win in his final season.
My knowledge of racing, I think, has been expanded and moved on a lot over the last 3 years. Formula One is leading technology. You know, it's lots of development, lots of people, things move on. It's been a battle. Racing in the midfield, it's very tight. I think race management has been one crucial part, and equally developing the car along with Pirelli tyres, which seem more difficult. But DTM is, you know, one end of the scale to another compared to Formula One, and I think this is the best engineered road car, essentially, for the track, and Formula One is a race car, and it's a little bit heavier, but leading technology again, and the development path keeps increasing, and I think competitive racing, and that's what, you know, drives me to want to race more. I don't think you have to change much. I didn't change much to go to Formula One from DTM, so you drive to the grip that's available, and hopefully with the combination of the people we have, we've developed a car that is going to enable us to drive fast and be at the front of races. But
one challenge that is going to be different, I think, and one that I will enjoy is hopefully being back on the podium and back to winning races, because 3 years without that is the longest I've went in my career, and you know, the pressures of being at the front is something that thrives me, and winning makes you want to do more.
We'll leave you now with the highlights from the world of WRS Clio Cup. Thanks for watching.